But we got some more topics we got to get into. Uh, for starters, we're 49 days away from playing the 49ers. What is the mood like? What is the excite? Is the excitement changed any? Are we excited that this game is coming? In
Put
49
belt to butt.
days,
That's it.
Delta ASS. Um, what are we thinking about this game? Are we nervous? Because a lot of things that we've been hearing from the 49ers side has been more or less like up and down. Because on one end, we're hearing that Mike Evans is routing every DB up in on the 49ers team.
That's not
And that's
saying
a
much.
good thing. That's a good thing, but that's also not a good thing. It's a good thing, but it's
Uh,
not a good thing
It means
because
Mike Evans still has it, but it's not a
it
good thing
means
because it also means their secondary sucks.
exactly, exactly. Like, and for me, I'll be honest, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of because I know you want to hype up Mike Evans, but you're not making me feel good about this over here, this other product over here that is not doing so hot. Then the next thing is George Kittle. We've seen George Kittle walking around this offseason, but he's hobbling when he's running. He's not fully healthy. What does Fred Warner look like? What does Nick Bosa look like? What does uh who else? Dre Greenlaw look like? What do these guys look like? You know what I mean? So these are guys that all have had injuries. I know one of the newest bright spots on this team is also Digizua, but kind of, walk me through what you guys are feeling this game between the Rams and the 49ers. What do we feel about this game 49 days from now? We're all Rams fans in this bubble here. This is a Rams show, so don't be biased, but tell me your actual truth.
Don, would you
Anybody
like
go?
to go first?
I'm gonna be honest, I feel nothing. I guess because I'm not there yet, and maybe when the game day nerves will kick when I know it's game day. But honestly, if I'm looking from once again the outside, I'm not worried about the 49ers whatsoever. I expect us to walk up in there and do what we got to do and handle business. They whole off season thing, I haven't really heard nothing because I don't pay attention to those clowns.
Yeah.
Um, but same secondary. Yeah, might be a different mentality, but it's still getting aired out. Um, Defense, offense, that's nice. Mike Evans, cool, okay. Somebody's covering him, and I'm like, I trust Trent McDuffie. Ain't Trent McDuffie? Hey, maybe not Forbes, not Forbes. Maybe
Put
Jalen
Forbes on
Watson.
Parcell. Put Forbes on Parcell.
Yeah. Give him a little help. We're gonna give him a few looks and all that. Other than that, I'm really not worried. So I'm like maybe they might implement a few new things. They're gonna try doing a heavy run game on us. They definitely gonna keep trying that because they did this the first time. They tried doing it the second time. See, the second time we were more mad because them runs wasn't about to keep working, and they kept doing that little stretch zone run. Kept trying to run, force it to verse side, force it through the middle through Brandon Fisk lane. They kept trying that a lot heavily. I'm like, it's not about to keep working more than once. You might get it off once. It ain't about to keep working the whole game. No, I do not. I
Yeah.
expect not to see 100 and something yards from Christian McCaffrey this time around. I really expect that. So
Okay.
I'm just hoping we standing on business.
Okay.
That's it.
Antonio.
Um, yeah, I'm just thinking about like so they have a lot of players coming back from injury. And a lot of guys who are, they've had a lot of injuries. So I don't feel necessarily nervous. It's a rivalry game, so you never know what's gonna happen, and it's also outside of the country, so that adds another interesting wrinkle to this first matchup at least. And I think I've said in the past, I don't like that this is supposed to be our home game, but it's not really at home. Um,
Mhm.
but I think the Rams will be fine. I think
Okay.
they have no reason to not handle everything out there. I'm trying to think
Yeah.
I'm not really concerned about anybody in particular from their team.
Okay.
Maybe Fred Warner if he's full strength when he gets back.
Okay.
Um, I don't even know that George Kittle should be playing in week one based off that injury. But if he is, I don't know. I Yeah, I wouldn't bet on that. Mike Evans, he'll be a problem, but I think, like Lon said, Trent McDuffie is probably our best bet. Uh, in if you want, someone in man to man, like one on one with him. I'm like
Right.
he was around, I believe, when the Chargers still had Mike Williams, so he can handle an X receiver like that.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. I'm excited for sure. Like it's gonna be a
So,
fun game.
okay. So tell me this. Who do y'all think is the weakest spots for the 49ers? Like what position is the weakest group?
Probably the
secondary.
corner. Yeah, the secondary,
Secondary?
and I'm like we have very good receivers, so I don't see that being a problem for us.
Okay.
Unless, and I would hate to even say this, but I'm like, Stafford occasionally has like a game or two where he'll kind of just maybe fire a bit quicker than he needs to. I'm like, we saw it last year against like the Titans where he threw a ball to Cody Barton, I guess, thinking he wouldn't be there. You know, just like little
Yeah.
glitches in the system, but more often than not, he can handle it. So I'm not overly concerned about it. I'm like, maybe they capitalize on a mistake or two, but that's up to, us
Right.
to come out and not come out slow.
I agree. I'll throw a wrench in here. If Puka is not suspended the first game, that's gonna that's gonna be my determining factor because he still is dealing with the lawsuit. Um, they settle it, cool. If they settle it and he has to miss I'll say 2 to 3 games. Hopefully not an extensive period of time, but just hey, something that is like, hey, we need you to get it together. Then I can say the 49ers have somewhat of a shot because CJ Daniels has not played in a live, meaningful NFL game. He is a rookie, first year rookie who is playing against a rival team. He might be shaken up. He might be a little nervous because they're playing in a bigger stadium. The Australia's stadium is a lot bigger than SoFi or as big as SoFi, so that's going to play a part. Um, but that's only if Puka's not playing. Puka's not playing. Puka is playing. Oh, I think the 49ers don't really stand a chance. Not knock on wood, but like I agree with you. The secondary is going to be the weakest link. If Diameter Lenore is your only really good corner, you don't really you're not selling me on anybody else in that secondary, to be honest with you, because that secondary is one of the worst. So I don't know how we're gonna put this thing together, but I think that the Rams will take one in week one. I think they'll take it in week two. Week three, I forget who we play, but it depends on who we play. We'll take
Giants,
that
I
one.
believe. Or no, it's either Giants or Broncos. I think they're like the first three.
No, you're right. We play the Giants week two and the Broncos week three. I think we can win all three of those games. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? As long as we have everybody, we'll win all three of those games. But
Of
that's
the I think the
um
Broncos would be the toughest of those first three.
okay. Yeah. Um let's get into the future. Let's get into just man, football here is right around the corner. Is there anything new or anything different that you think that the Rams are going to implement this season? Do you think the Chargers are going to implement? Because we're also here to talk about the Chargers. Where Chargers, you know, talked about show two. But is there anything different you want to see from each team? Like McVay not playing too conservative when the game is not in his hands, or Mike McDaniel's playing or having him have Jalen. I mean not Jalen. Justin Herbert up to par for how he's supposed to be playing. Is there anything different y'all want to see?
If we're talking the Rams, I would like to see. I don't know. This is less of a McVay thing, but more like I want to see who else do they trust in that receiver room that isn't a tight
Mhm.
end. Because obviously they trust the tight ends with like the whole 13 personnel thing that they were really using a lot last season, and I'm sure they'll use again. Um, but I'm like, because once you obviously we have the new guy CJ Danielson here, but I would like to see I don't know more of
And
Washington. I think he's pretty solid.
just to
Mhm.
clarify, when you say trust more than just a tight end, are you excluding Puka and Devontae Adams? Or are you
Oh yeah, because I mean we all know that of course they trust those guys.
okay?
Like yeah, but I mean like who else do you trust in there? Because I'm like you have guys, but it felt like whenever Puka was down or Devontae was down, it was either one or the other, and then the tight end. It's like it felt like they didn't trust any other receiver to do anything. So is
Okay.
it because you just doubted their ability, or you didn't want to put that much pressure on them? So I want to see what they might be able to do. Um, yeah, I mean, I think they know how to what they're doing, obviously. So I'm like, I'm not concerned about anything. I just want to see more of that. Like, what other receivers in there do we have? Um, I guess very briefly, if we're talking with the Chargers, I think just utilize the weapons actually. Not to be disrespectful to Greg Roman, but he is not known for being the most innovative.
Yeah.
And it was a question that a lot of people had that when he was brought in, they didn't love that choice anyway. And he was here for 2 years. So 2 years of Herbert and that entire team's career is wasted. I mean, so I'm like, I would McDaniel comes in and that's immediately going to be it should be a much better offense just from a down to down perspective of how they're going to do things.
Okay.
Um, I think I mentioned before that he's trying to work on Herbert's footwork a little bit to help with quick releases. He should, in theory, know how to utilize weapons like Lad McConkey because for some reason Lad McConkey didn't seem to be a main part of the offense last year. That doesn't make any sense. He's probably your best receiver, and you didn't utilize him at all. Um, yeah, I mean that's that pretty simple stuff.
Okay.
Just
The
utilize
line.
your weapons and trust your
Oh.
guys more. That's it.
Okay.
It would have to be what Ant said about the receivers because I'm like, other than that 13 personnel, it was just a little too much for me. It was good, it was useful, but then I ain't gonna lie, in games where we needed it, I did not see that 13 personnel as much. Like that Seahawk one, when we were at that goal line, Kanata Mumfield, for some reason he got a go up ball thrown